Dear Maria, my Greek mystagogue, it's so nice to talk to you online today. And I just wanted you to tell the people that are coming along on the Sacred Way initiation journey on September the 22nd, what they can expect and perhaps a little bit about you if they don't know about you already.
First of all, thank you very much for the invitation. And I'm really happy to join you, to join all this event and the effort to clarify a lot of things about the mysteries. Let me give you some details, let us say, about my background. I'm a chemical engineer, and I have a master's on chemical engineering by McGill University. And I have written about 9 books on Greek philosophy, because the amazing thing I found about that is that it combines perfectly with modern science. So as an engineer, I could not accept things easily without really proving if what they say it's true. And I find that Greek philosophy, it's a symbolic code using the Greek language to express a lot of truths that even modern physics are trying to find nowadays. Now, the Sacred Way is one amazing way, let us say, to discover all these truths. What we will do by following this Sacred Way is to delve into the real meaning of the mystery of the Eleusinian Mysteries, which were renowned all over the world for about 20 centuries. And they have to do with the path to the divinization of man. This is the gist. The main point is why we are here and how we can overcome the fear of death and realize that death is just a metamorphosis and not a loss. And we'll analyze this through some stops on the Sacred Way, following the procession of vehicles from Kerameikos, which was an ancient cemetery, to Elefsis. The main point is that the incarnate soul for the Greeks is considered to enter a grave. Our body is like a grave. And etymologically, the word soma, which means body, is derived from the word sima, which means grave. So it's like being buried inside the matter. So the mind is buried inside the matter when it is incarnated, when the soul is incarnated. And the whole process through the life cycles, the process that the soul has to follow in order to reach the level for deification, is to purify the sentimental state and focus on the virtue, on how it can be virtuous. Now, following this procession from the place where the cemetery was, the Kerameikos, to Elefsis, only from the words, even from the words Kerameikos and Elefsis, we can realize what it is all about. Because Elefsis means arrival in Greek. Elefsis is the word that Elefsis is derived and means arrival. So you start from the material world and you arrive to the intelligible world. And following this process, you experience a metamorphosis from a human being to a divine being. And this is what all the Eleusinian Mysteries is about. And what we will do is, following this path that the procession of vehicles, the leader of the the mysteries followed in ancient times, we will stop at some crucial and very important stops of the procession, which the ancient mysts did, and offering to gods and singing prayers and all this stuff. And we will say why it is important, why they stop there, how we can reveal the truth from the etymology of the words of the heroes that were worshipped there, and why they should stop at these points and at these shrines. So we will talk about the theological, let us say, the theological perspective of ancient Greeks and how they experienced this. It was not just a theory or a doctrine or whatever that they believed in. It was an experience of life, and whoever was initiated in these mysteries was able to overcome the fear of death, that is the king of all fears. And if you do that, then you experience an inner metamorphosis that leads you from the human state to the divine, to the divinity state. This is the amazing thing about the Eleusinian Mysteries, and I will try to give it to you as clearly as possible, as I can. And at the same time, we will have my book on the Eleusinian Mysteries, The Path to Divinization of Man, translated in English, and I'm so proud of it that we will be able to convey this to a lot of people and make people all over the world find out what amazing things happened. And before I close this short interview, I must say what really touched me most of all was the fact that through the specific hymns and certain words that were pronounced by the initiates, and through specific music and melody that was played along with these verses that were sung, the Eleusinian mystery, the Eleusinian initiates were able to call divine beings like their guardian demons, guardian spirits, and make them appear and take all this power from them and find out what the so-called metacosm, the life after death is, because they experienced this. As Aristotle said, the Eleusinian Mysteries was not a learning process. It was an experience process. So this is exactly what he says about the mysteries, that we don't learn something, we just experience it. So you were able to experience death while being alive and take your soul there and then bring it back. This is the amazing thing that really touched me, and I found it very interesting. And I tried to decipher all these codes that were hidden in the Greek words that were keywords used by the hierophants for the initiates. And my book actually focuses on that, how we can take all these mystical meanings just from the etymology. And it's amazing, because it's really amazing to see how it can combine and lead you to the real truth, because you were not allowed to say to other people who were not initiated what you experienced. The penalty was death. So we don't have a lot of information, let's say, to know what really was going on. But what we have is the Greek language, and the Greek language is revelation by itself. This is what I want to share with you, and I hope you will find this exciting as I did, and I'm sure that this realization will really change your life, as it did mine, because the Eleusinian Mysteries had a moral aspect. You learn to be more virtuous, to be more just, to follow justice, because simply you went up there and you see how you are judged, and you don't lead the same life as you did before, because you simply know. And the other thing, as Churchill said, that your own Churchill, he said in the Second World War that the heroes fight like the Greeks. And this is because the Greeks were initiated in the mysteries and were able to overcome the fear of death. So these are the most important things I want to share with you. And I hope to give you, the opportunity to share it with me and to really feel it following this sacred way. And also we'll have a seminar with PowerPoints and the main ideas, and explain analytically after the procession, we follow the sacred way on the same day in the evening. So we can talk about whatever you like after that. All this will be recorded. Everybody will be able to have it and download it on the computer and study it and whenever they want. And I will be available to answer all the questions you may have. And I hope I will satisfy not just your curiosity, your main questions about life. Because for me, I have no questions about the afterlife after this experience and realization of what the mysteries were. That's it.
So much. Thank you so much, Maria. That's wonderful. I mean, you really inspired me when you gave us the tour around Elefsina, and your enthusiasm and passion and the feeling is infectious. So I know that everyone's going to really experience this firsthand. And you are the Hierophantus, as far as I'm concerned, a modern Hierophantus at the.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I really approach this with awe. It's something that humanity really misses. And like the last Hierophant said, when the mysteries are terminated violently, then humanity will enter the biggest darkness, the longest and the biggest darkness of all times. And I think that we are at the end of this darkness, because before the dawn, we have the darkest time of the day, the darkest. So of the great darkness is just before the dawn, and this is what I think we experience nowadays.
Well, I think nothing can compare with learning about this, reading about it in books, watching YouTube videos, to actually being in Greece and walking the sacred way and being in these places where so much reverence and awe and inspiration actually happened to real people that were our ancestors. What an amazing experience.
Imagine we will see the ancient sacred way that Socrates stepped on, that Plato stepped on and followed. It's amazing. Only this feeling that these are the stones that Socrates stepped on. It's really, it's just as you said, it's awesome.
Yeah,
really.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Maria. I'll let you go.
Okay, I'm looking forward.
Have a lovely evening and lovely talking to you. And I'll see you on the 22nd.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye.